November 8th, election day. Haven't really heard too much on the radio who's winning or whatever. I already voted. I voted on the way to the field. So, can't really see it here. This field is horrible wind damage. In times the stalks are curved, like over here, see it? They're curved, laying over, and it's hard to scoop it up, and the cobs sometimes go flying off, and I don't know. I was back on July 5th, I think it was. We had a tornado come through our county. It didn't actually touch down out here. It touched down on the east side of the county, and it only went for like 3 miles or something. It was a F1, I want to say, maybe an F2. They classified it as. But you can definitely see that there's wind damage from that storm and a couple other storms in this field. But yeah, that was a powerful storm. It put logs like this around through people's walls of their houses, 3 feet into their houses, just slammed them into the house. So definitely a dangerous. I worked that night, so that was a busy night with everything going on. But we're in a 56-acre field right now, and it is wet, and it's always wet, but it is, you know, to be expected, but it is wet. So you can't even see where the row is right now. There we go, kind of. But I don't know, the sun sets right in the camera right now, but over here in the middle of the field there's a circle area in the middle. It's probably all of 3 or 4 acres in the middle. It just always is so wet we can't farm it. So it's always wet around the outer edge, and it's 4:30 right now. It feels like it's 7:30. I'm still not used to this time change. But I'd like to get down around that before it gets real dark. I got stuck last night. I'd like to get our tow rope and our big chain back. They used it to get the ripper out down in Otana, and they're gonna bring it back when they bring the ripper up, but they haven't finished ripping. So it'd be nice to get that stuff back just in case I get stuck. I'm gonna work it from the outside in, and then once I start feeling it sink down, that's it. That's how I do my headlands too. I work my way from the inside outside now. It's kind of backwards from what I normally do, but that way once I can feel the outer edge along the swamps and stuff, I just stop. You know, I leave a couple rows on the outside. The planter guy swung into the sloughs a little bit on the corner, so I just leave a couple rows if it's planted in the grass, because it's so deceiving. It feels firm, but you know, yesterday I was on a side hill and it slipped the tires and bang, next thing I knew I slid completely sideways 3 rows into the slough. I've never had that happen before, but I slid sideways. So I'm dumping. We've dumped pretty much every once I go down and then dump back, because I need to stay light, because I'm getting into some mud. So I'm trying to spot the mud, then we got time out where we're gonna sidewind, and yeah, well, we're having fun. Go ahead and stop. There's mud there. This is one of the sinkholes that'll swallow the cart. Trying to keep an eye out for him, because that tractor doesn't really have any tread on its tires, so it can't really when it gets in the mud it just starts sliding. It can't pull that cart, let alone in the mud. So try to keep an eye out for him so he doesn't get stuck. Got both trucks over there, and we got the tractor and 2 big wagons, the grain train I call it. We kind of have that out here for overflow if we can't keep up to the trucks, or if the truck's going to keep up to us, I should say. And then also we can have that tractor to pull the combine out if I get stuck. But looks like they filled the wagon, so it looks like he's got to run that in. Both semis look like they're empty, so the one semi just pulled in. So we're chugging along. This is 56 acres. And then we got another field that between 2 big fields there, it's 105. So we'll have 105 plus like 15 more, so 120. So 120 plus, well, no, that would be it. We'd be down to about 120 acres after this, I think. We started the day at 200, so I'm hoping to get to the other side of that wet hole today. We're not, I don't know, it depends on how late we go, but we're going along pretty darn good just because we're sidewinding so often, but it's gonna get tricky. It looks like it's gonna get tricky right in front of me. There's standing water in the rows, but it's just the way this field is. And we are, yeah, well, you guys can see what happens. I think this is one of my ruts from the bean combine last year. They didn't get closed in very good this spring, whoever worked this field. Because, oh boy. Wow. Couldn't even steer. It just ripped me right into that rut. Whoever worked this field didn't close in those ruts very nice. Whatever. It's hard to do it with a field cultivator. And nobody must have came out here with the ripper last fall to close them in, so we just got to deal with them. There's that wet hole. You can kind of see it a little better now that the sun's behind us. But I still don't like the fact that it gets dark here at 5 o'clock, 5:30. But whatever. Usually there's a washout wet spot. You can see where they went around it with the planter over there. There's like a little spring that comes out and feeds this low spot. There's really old tile that drains it apparently, but obviously it's not draining fast enough for us to farm it, so we just go around it because it's a waste of seed. So I actually thought this would be a lot wetter than what it is right now, and I probably just jinxed myself, but oh well. Knock on wood, we're humming right along. Just about down to the low spot. And that's what gets me nervous. So, just a little progress update.